9 years ago, the scores are level between Argentina and Germany in the 113th minute of the World Cup final. The man to shift the tide would be a 22-year-old by the name of Mario Götze.
Still full of running, and it's Götze! It's Mario Götze! It's Super Mario! He might just
So, at 22, Mario Götze has scored the biggest goal a footballer could ever possibly score, and has immortalised himself among the German people and football fans alike. It was one of those moments where people would say, he could do nothing for the rest of his career, and he will still be a legend. And well, that's kind of how it's played out. Now of course he has had success since that fateful day, but it's nothing compared to what was expected of Germany's greatest ever prospect. Götze had been destined for the top since the very beginning, playing in the under-11s at 8 years old with his local side Eintracht Homburg, because as his youth coach put it, Mario was quite simply the best. Unsurprisingly, his hometown club Borussia Dortmund would snap him up before his 10th birthday. And again, his youth coaches were in awe. I've never seen anyone like Mario. He's so young and yet plays so grown up. His talent had put him on the fast track to first team football, and on the 21st of November 2009, aged 17 years and 5 months, Götze stepped onto the pitch in a goalless draw with Mainz.
This club gave me almost everything because I was very young when I started to play for Borussia Dortmund, and I think with 17 Jürgen Klopp called me to come to the first team.
His breakthrough came the season after, scoring 6 goals and providing 15 assists in 33 league games, as Dortmund won the Bundesliga title and Götze got his first cap for Germany.
I was lucky that my first coach was Jürgen Klopp back then. He built a completely new team. I was very young back then and he helped me a lot.
Götze. Oh, he's gone all the way through. Is this going to be the equaliser? Oh, superb goal from Mario Götze.
Unfortunately, the 2011-12 season gave Götze and Dortmund fans a bitter taste of what was to come. Although the team secured back-to-back title triumphs, Götze spent much of the time watching from the sidelines with a pelvis injury. His absence helped propel the emerging Robert Lewandowski, and alongside Marco Reus, the three formed a deadly trio in the season that followed.
Reus. Götze, he's seen the run from Reus. Flag stayed down. 1-0.
Götze tallied a career-high 22 goal involvements in the 2012-13 season, reaching the Champions League final, but finishing the season trophyless. Mario was in a critical stage of his young career, so, like many other talented Germans before him, he took his talents to Munich.
Yeah, I just wanted to make the next step. I wanted to work with Pep, I wanted to work with great players.
His first season in Bavaria was a dream come true, winning the title with a healthy return of 10 goals and 9 assists in 27 league games. Heading into the World Cup, Götze was already Germany's golden boy. He was the Bundesliga's hottest prospect and was the future of German football. He was a certified wonderkid, or in German, Wunderkind.
It's his 11th goal for Germany. He will never, ever score a more valuable one.
After scoring the goal of goals, he was propelled into the footballing stratosphere, and for a brief moment, he was there alongside Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, before settling next to the likes of Neymar, Hazard and De Bruyne. But that wouldn't last long either. He spent another 2 years at Bayern Munich, winning another 2 league titles. But all in all, the 3 years he spent at Bayern mostly consisted of playing out of position, fighting off the criticism from the club hierarchy, and dealing with injuries. So in 2016, it was back to Dortmund for Götze, with a hope to reignite his career. However, over the next few years, more problems began to emerge. He was nicknamed Pummelfied, or the Chubby Fairy, by his Dortmund teammates, due to both his weight gain after an injury, and the fact he could still dance around the pitch despite it. With the weight gain, Götze would feel not just tired, but fatigued, and it turned out that he suffered from a form of chronic fatigue, which affected his metabolism and greatly impacted his ability to perform at the top level. He had to completely overhaul his training schedule and diet, and really hone in on what his body was responding well to, and his efforts made a return possible after 6 months on the sidelines. It was a great show of determination to be back in front of the yellow wall, but between Dortmund and then PSV and now Frankfurt, It's obvious he's not the player he once was. Before the 2014 World Cup, he had 46 goals and 56 assists in 4 seasons. After the 2014 World Cup, he has 57 goals and 58 assists in 10 seasons. And that brings us to the Mario Götze paradox. His career has somehow been both average and also incredible. He was dubbed the saviour of German football, and that's exactly what he managed to do. It's an incredible case of becoming a hero thanks to one kick. But now I'd like to know your thoughts. Would you rather win the Ballon d'Or and the Champions League, or score the winning goal in the World Cup final for your country?